Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our walk. We are on Upper East Side, local time 5:42, and the temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 20 degrees Celsius. Unseasonably warm. Hey, Agioso, welcome. We are going to take a look at the Bloomingdale's windows, the new Bloomingdale's windows that are open. Last time we were here, they were in the process of renovating, and now we are here to show it to you finally. Let's take a look. Hey, Midnight Blue, good evening. These are new Bloomingdale's windows. Hey Jason, happy Sunday to you too. We are standing next to Bloomingdale's on the Upper East Side. It's East 59th Street and Lexington Avenue. Another awesome design. Bloomingdale's windows are always spectacular. And this one is not an exception. Hey Aaron, good evening. Bloomingdale's windows. Hey Michael K, hi. Hi to you too. Michael says hi L, Mrs. L, and everyone. We kept our word and we came to Bloomingdale's to see the new windows when they opened. Spectacular. Hey Brian, good evening and welcome. Hi NY, welcome. And the music, of course, matches what we see. This is a state-of-art installation combining visuals and mannequins. Powerful music too. That's really impressive. Welcome everyone, welcome to our walk. It's Sunday night in New York 5:47 p.m. and the temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 20 degrees Celsius. It's very warm today. AGG NYC, good evening. And why, good evening. Look what we're looking at right now. Bloomingdale's windows. So awesome. Let's take a look at them again. Beautiful display, beautiful music. Welcome everyone. We're enjoying Bloomingdale's windows here on Upper East Side between East 59th and 60th Street and Lexington Avenue. Hi 777. this display is hands down much better than the Christmas display. And Christmas display was amazing, but this one is so much better, I think. It's a tiny singer machine. Wow, never saw anything small like that. They're usually much larger than this. Is it a real thing? It's probably a real thing. Hey Klaus, hello everyone, greetings from the Netherlands. Hi Klaus, welcome, welcome. And greetings from New York. We are on Upper East Side, looking at Bloomingdale's windows. Last time we were here, they were working on them just a few days ago. And now it looks like a museum installation. That is so awesome. And visuals in the background are also fantastic, and the music, like, it's really truly amazing. Hey Jason, again, hi. Welcome everyone. This is magnificent. Welcome everybody. We are standing by Bloomingdale's windows. Gorgeous.
Okay.
Hey Joss, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone. Triple Seven says best display ever seen. It is one of the best ones we've seen for sure. Hey Moon Shadow, hello from Georgia, hi from New York, welcome, welcome. We're enjoying Bloomingdale's window here on Upper East Side. We will take a look at these windows for another couple of minutes because this is so awesome. Hey Kirk, just got in. What am I looking at? Also where you are at. You are looking at the Bloomingdale's windows. It's a Bloomingdale's department store on Upper East Side, Lexington Avenue between West 59th and 60th Streets. Hey Tyler, good evening. Hey James, hi. Hey Glenn, good evening, good evening. Hi everyone, give us a like if you forgot to do so, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to our channel and you like it. Yes, we currently at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe right now about 68, 67, but it is approximately 18, 19 degrees Celsius right now. It's going to be lower, and tomorrow it's going to be cold again. But today is warm, more like 20 Celsius. Welcome everyone. We are enjoying Bloomingdale's windows. We took a very good look at them for over 20 minutes so far, but it's so awesome. We don't want to leave, but we probably will at some point and walk around the buildings and see what's on the other side, but probably not as spectacular, of course. This is the facade of Bloomingdale's, and from left to right, as we face it, this is what it looks like. So if you just joined our stream, you can always rewind later, and you will see all of these windows in details. I love how the frame around it changes colors too. See, this all together creates quite a display. That would probably allow us to see him, because I don't see why they wouldn't. The only problem is we checked this music and looks like even Shazam couldn't find this, even though it sounds very classical, but let's see if YouTube will find it. But inside Bloomingdale's is definitely copyrighted music, but we can always replace it. We can actually walk through the first floor of Bloomingdale's on the way to the other end of the building. Perhaps. Hey, Juan Antonio is asking, so the Victorian look is in. Perhaps some kind of. Okay, we explored the windows. They're awesome. Neo-Victorian, says Juan Antonio. It's probably a good definition of that. Now let's walk through. Actually, we see pretty awesome decorations here on the first floor at Bloomingdale, so let's take a look. We are on the first floor of Bloomingdale's. We entered through one of the... We're going to replace the music though. And we are outside on the opposite side of the building. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. It's the first floor of Bloomingdale's. Lots of good stuff. Now we're on 3rd Avenue and East 60th Street, Upper East Side. Let's browse Upper East Side a little bit and gravitate southward. We saw these windows before. This one is basically all denim. I thought for a moment that was a real person. It's not. These are Bloomingdale's windows, but on along 3rd Avenue. They're not as spectacular, of course, as those on Lexington. Lexington is the main entrance to Bloomingdale's. Oh, this one is cool. I love New York, but you see the brushes sticking out of the back pocket, but this is where it ends. It's just the denim. Okay, we're glad we came to Bloomingdale's today because we hoped the windows would be opening soon, but what we saw actually exceeded our expectations, and this is fantastic, really. Welcome everyone, we are on Upper East Side. We just explored Bloomingdale's windows on Lexington Avenue, and we walked through Bloomingdale's, and now we are on our way, I would say, southeast. So east would be in that direction, and this is what we're gonna do first. This is 59th Street. Let's walk east first, and then we're going to turn right and walk south. This is 3rd Avenue. You're looking at 3rd Avenue southbound and northbound. And let's take a look at Bloomingdale's from across the street. This is the facade on 3rd Avenue, not on Lexington Avenue, so it's lesser amazing one, but still you can see the scale. The Bloomingdale's takes the whole block, and it's a multi-level department store too. And yes, someone said big money. Sorry, so sorry. Yes, it's big money. This spot here, Asian 59, Chinese Japanese, a pretty good spot for lunch and dinner. Usually very popular during lunchtime. Has indoor seating, which is also a good thing to have. And their food is pretty good. Good evening to you. Good says, thank you very much for the majestic city of New York. You're welcome. If you just joined our stream and did not see Bloomingdale's windows, take a look later. From the beginning, you will see what they look like. Superficial. I would say exceeding the level of creativity that we saw around Christmas time even. And if you found our channel recently and not subscribed yet, we invite you to the channel. So if you subscribe with all notifications, you will never miss our streams and videos. And of course, thank you so much for all of your support in the form of super chats, super stickers, memberships, Ko-Fis, Venmos, and Cash Apps. Oh, these are rugs, carpets to be exact. Red Carpet is the name of the store, and it is awesome. Look how many of those here. Lee, good afternoon, good late evening to you. All those Bloomingdale windows are so wonderful and magical. Yes, they are. Yeah, it is a nice name for a carpet store for sure. Especially in this exquisite neighborhood, Upper East Side. We are approaching Saturn Avenue. We were here the other day, but during the daytime, now it's nighttime, it's dark, and to our left is the tram that goes to Roosevelt Island. And Queensboro Bridge in front of us, right there. It's a very clear sky today and very low wind, and warm unseasonably. So it creates a fantastic walking experience. Hendrik, hello to you too. Welcome everyone. So this is the tram, they call it, where you can take a tram that overlooks the distance here between point A and point B, Upper East Side and Roosevelt Island, and you can also walk over the Queensboro Bridge, which will take you to Long Island City in Queens. We walked there too not so long ago. Garage Motor, hello from Brazil, good evening, good evening. This is Roosevelt Island Tramway. We don't see any trams. Today is Sunday night, I'm not sure if they have anything going on. Oh yeah, there's one right here. Ready to rock and roll. Have people inside there, right there, and in fact it's about to depart. Let's take a look. We never saw this close yet. See the people right there? It's going to land in the middle of Hudson River and in the middle of Roosevelt Island. Fantastic views from there. The cost of the ride is the same as the cost of the tram ride, subway ride or bus, is $75. And there it goes. So Fox 22, thank you very much and good evening and welcome. It is cool. Not every city, not every big city has something like this, and it's really good, very interesting experience when you never took this ride and you take this ride and overlook Manhattan and Roosevelt Island and Queens from the top above East River. That is really awesome. That was a good timing, yes, to Hawks 22, absolutely. We'll just captured that. Look at that mural across the street. Since we're here, we will zoom into that. What does it say? Comes in every color. NYC comes in every color, and this is so true. NYC does come in every color. Awesome. So now what we're going to do, we're going to gravitate toward the south. We will walk southbound, and Queensboro Bridge is to our left, right there. Let's walk. This is officially called Tramway Plaza. Even has a sign saying that. Just the same sign as the parks in New York City. March 6, 1911, Samuel J. Battle is sworn in as the NYPD's first African American police officer. I like the displays. They're pretty informative, and they show the nearest trains when they arrive, subway trains and the buses. And tonight, now 67 degrees, and it will be 61 at 3 a.m. Really not going to be that colder. 67, it's about 16 degrees Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken. This bridge is officially called Ed Koch, Queensboro Bridge. They added Ed Koch name to it after he died. He was one of the mayors of New York City. Beautiful weather. So we're crossing East 59th Street. Take a look one more time, and the tram is approaching there from Roosevelt Valley. So let's zoom it in a little bit. And slowing down into its terminal here on Manhattan side. Now it's behind the tree. And came to the stop. It's a fruit stand, one of many fruit stands in New York. Lee says, New York City looks as busy as it was pre-pandemic. It is great to see the wonderful city buzzing again. Yes, it's buzzing and kicking and screaming sometimes. These fruit stands are pretty good. The prices are usually same or lower as average price, and you don't have to go anywhere and stand in line or just walk too far. Just grab a few here and there and go back. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're approaching East 58th Street, and we are on 2nd Avenue. Hey Ria, good evening, or good morning, depending on where you are. It's evening here in New York, local time, 6:28 p.m., Sunday night here, March 6th. Moonstruck Diner is across the street. Those cakes and pastries inside Bloomingdale's windows looked so real. Honestly, gas prices in New York, we don't have a car, we don't drive, so not sure, but they probably went up lately based on the current situation in the world, but maybe not significantly. Hi, EB Bud. Good evening. Whole Foods Market here on East 57th Street and 2nd Avenue. One of the more popular supermarket chains with a lot of health food options and prepared foods. But our favorite until recently was, speaking of supermarkets, was Trader Joe perhaps. But then they opened Lidl or Lidl, I would say Lidl. Most people say Lidl store in Harlem on on West 19th Street and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. If you're around that area and you never visited a Lidl supermarket, make it a shopping experience for yourself. Very dangerous place. The prices are so competitive and lower than average prices, and variety of products is so surprisingly amazing, and a lot of items are made in Europe, in Belgium, in Germany, in France, in Netherlands, to name a few. European quality, cookies, you name it, cheeses, milk products, ice creams, and everything else in between. And the prices are so much lower and the quality is amazing. So it is a fantastic supermarket that I think there's only one in Manhattan and maybe one in Queens, but we're not sure 100%. But it was definitely the first one in Manhattan. It opened only a few weeks ago. Oh, and speaking of bakeries, they bake their own stuff, and the number of items is very large, and it's very hard not to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you end up eating one croissant and one jelly donut and one of this and one of that, and they have Starbucks next door. So a lot of people just get something there and just sit at Starbucks, and I guess Starbucks, that specific Starbucks, will definitely lose money on selling their own food, but that's the only one location. But it's very convenient. And speaking of infrastructure, that supermarket also has a facility, so if someone needs to go, that's not a problem at all. All in all, highly recommended shopping destination. 119th, West 119th, and Frederick Douglass Boulevard. And they don't pay us to do that, to say that. It's just our own excitement that we share with us here. Still displays around the city supporting Ukraine, and that building has a display on top that is half blue and half yellow, which is the national flag of Ukraine. It's a fancy pizza place. It's called Angela's Pizza. This is not the only location. There is one on, I think, 57th Street and 6th Avenue, or between 6 and 7. Actually, looks superficial as well. I don't think it's just pizzeria. I think it's more Italian food and pizzeria. A lot of support happening all over the world against the war in Ukraine and supporting Ukrainian people. We have a few videos on our channel as well dedicated to that. It's very unfortunate what's going on, and hopefully it will end soon somehow. We are on East 54th Street on Saturn Avenue. Yeah, Angela's Pizza is a pretty awesome place to dine. But our favorite is V&T, I think it's called. It's on Amsterdam Avenue and 110th Street. We're walking down Second Avenue on Upper East Side. It's still Upper East Side, but it's kind of slowly becoming Midtown East. See, another display of yellow and blue right here at the bus stop. Moonshadow says, if I lived in New York City, I'd get a scooter. Yeah, it's on quite a few people have scooters, but should be very careful with them too.
No, I'll do the same. I'll get a drink. If I'm around, I'll get a drink and then. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Welcome everyone to the stream. We are on East 53rd and 2nd Avenue. And the sign on the box here. People can donate stuff. First aid and other first aid items. Wow, and looks like NYPD is taking care of that. Russian American Officers Association of NYPD will be taking care of that sign says, and then sent overseas. Oh, that's a Petco store on East 52nd Street and 2nd Avenue. Petco store is the animal store. Animal store and animal supplies, food, and everything else. Crickets, anything and everything. We will mute the microphone for a moment. That next restaurant is playing a lot of copyrighted music. That restaurant is called Rosa Mexicana. Rosa Mexicana. It's a nice weather for having a dinner outside, and it's Sunday night. Lots of bars and restaurants around here. Welcome everyone to the stream. We are live walking NYC for you. Local time is 6:50. 11:39 p.m. Temperature 67 Fahrenheit. It is 16 degrees Celsius. March 6th. It is warmer than usual. A lot of people are dining out today. St. Patrick's Day is coming, March 17th, the parade in New York City. We are hoping to be there and stream for you. Trying not to be too intrusive, but you see the restaurants next to each other. The whole block is restaurants. This one is nicely decorated too. A lot of people. Doors are wide open, so you can. Basically, there's no difference between indoors and outdoors right now in that place. This is East 50th Street. So, folks, how far south do you think you will travel tonight? Hard to tell, but well, we'll see. This is East 50th Street. I mean, can't promise anything, but if this continuous, we might as well get all the way to East 14th Street, maybe. However, if we get to 42nd and we turn left and we go toward the United Nations building and take a look at that building, might take a little while, but maybe it's not a best idea for tonight. Let's just continue walking down 2nd Avenue and see if we can zigzag or anything like this. 6:42 p.m. is local time in New York City. Some bus stops display real time when the buses are coming. Some routes have express service and local service. The express they call select buses, and to get on a select bus, technically you need to get something that they call a ticket. It's just a piece of paper really with timestamp on it and a route number. But if you have a MTA card, if you have a transport card that you use to go around the city on subway and buses, then you just use that card, you put it into the machine, and the machine gives you a ticket real quick. Most of the time, even though it's supposed to be enforced, most of the time it's not enforced. And funny enough, it's not enforced in the, shall we say, less fortunate areas of the city, but in areas like here and maybe Midtown, sometimes big dudes come and get on the bus and with their uniform, and they ask for tickets, and if you already have a ticket, they will give you their own, and that's going to be a lot of money. We picked the 2nd Avenue because it is right here in this portion of the city is residential, so you will see people on the streets and we'll see what's going on. We see supermarkets, people outside eating, dining. Morton Williams is one of the supermarket chains. We're approaching East 48th Street, and we are on 2nd Avenue. having a nice walk in the city. It's pretty warm, and the wind is very mild, very insignificant, almost non-existent. Albert, hi from Albania. Hey Albert, welcome, welcome. Albania is watching us. Must be late in Albania. Thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. By the way, if you discovered our channel and you're not subscribed yet, we welcome you to subscribe with all notifications. This way you will not miss our streams and videos again. And if you'd like to support our channel with super chats, super stickers, memberships, Venmos, Ko-Fis, or Cash Apps, you're more than welcome to do so, and thank you so much for that. This is East 47th Street, and let's cross the street, and since we're not so far from East River, let's take a look at East River and also at the area around here. This is very close to United Nations building, and we see that specific building is having a nice area in front of it, a lot of benches and a lot of good places to have a seat and enjoy yourselves. Right here on East 47th Street and Saturn Avenue. Also, let's see, from here what we can see Chrysler building and the moon above it. That's the top of Chrysler building, and the moon. Unfortunately not very sharp image, but whoops. But yes, that's Chrysler building. Oh, let's see what that is. Some sort of art installation and an element next to it. But we're going to take a look and continue our walk. What is it? Cecil Chong, El Dorado, the new 49ers 2021. Let's get closer to East River and walk around this area a little bit, and then we'll continue. Right directly across from us, across East River, we see Pepsi Cola sign. This one is one of the tourist attractions too. It's on the other side of the river. Where Queens and Brooklyn is located. Queens a little to the left and Brooklyn directly in front of us and to the right. Hey Maria Cristina from Brazil, hi. and we are in front of the United Nations building, which should be visible any moment now. It is right over there. United Nations. The address of this building is 50 United Nations Plaza. Thank you, 777. East 46 and 1st Avenue. Raoul Wallenberg Walk. And a Pepsi Cola sign is right there. I mean, it's blurry, but you can see it's right in the center of the screens, but it's right across from East River. We will continue walking on 1st Avenue for now, looking at the United Nations building. General Assembly is happening here once a year, and Security Council is here in this annex to the left, not in the tall building, but right there. That is where this is all happening. Bali walks, hi. It's morning at Bali and it's evening here in New York. Bali says, love all the lights, it's so amazing. It is. This is United Nations building. East 45th Street and 1st Avenue. You're welcome, NY. NY says, thanks for showing us around, Al. You're welcome, NY. Thank you for watching. This is United States mission to the United Nations. Right across. And it's a pretty tall too. A lot of business is conducted here. Right across. And this is one UN Plaza. Of course, we see a lot of vehicles here. This is how it should be. It's a very secure area. East 44th Street and 1st Avenue. And that's the United Nations building to our left. When General Assembly happens in New York, all these streets in Midtown are all sealed off, and the traffic is alternated, and a lot of security happening here. What flag is that? This is permanent mission of the Kingdom of Bhutan, so the United Nations. Kingdom of Bhutan. Oh, that's a nice look. Chrysler Building and Summit at one Vanderbilt. So you can tell Midtown is that way and Port Authority is that way, and we are approximately around 42nd Street-ish right now, and they are protesting Ukrainian war. They're just standing there with their signs. It's still very pleasant and mild. East 42nd Street, yes, East 42nd Street is next street. We're on the east edge of Manhattan. Across the river is Brooklyn in that direction. Williamsburg and other fancy areas right now, and down there toward the bridges downtown, Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges that are visible but very blurry, but you can see the bridges right there in the background. We are on East 42nd Street. This is the beginning of 42nd Street at the eastern side of it, right by the United Nations. So, question: should we continue walking down, or should we make a right and walk toward on 42nd Street toward approximately Times Square area, Bryant Park? Because if we continue in that direction, this is 1st Avenue, 5th Avenue will be Bryant Park, and then 6th, 2nd, 7th Avenue will be Times Square. So we have two options. We can walk toward Times Square, or we can continue walking down in that direction. If you let me know, the first 2 or 3 votes will determine which way we will go. In the meantime, we will get an extended battery ready, so when we know which way we're walking, we will be all set. James says Times Square, Spark says Bryant Park, which is the same as Times Square. Shadow will go straight, and Carlito says Times Square. It looks like majority wants to make a right and walk on 42nd Street. This way you will see 42nd Street not just directly in Midtown, but also where it starts on the east, at the eastern portion of it. But It doesn't mean we will never walk downtown from 42nd Street. In fact, we probably will do it at some point soon. But right now, since you wanted to go that way, we will walk that way. So we see Chrysler Building and Summit One. That is several avenues ahead of us. So we'll continue on 42nd Street. This is 42nd Street and 1st Avenue. And we're walking towards 2nd Avenue. 42nd Street is one of the major cross streets in the city. Definitely most famous cross street in the city. And we're reminding you to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you are subscribed, thank you, thank you. We are on 42nd Street, streaming live in Manhattan, Midtown East, Manhattan, New York City. Pix 11 News is one of the New York TV stations. It's located in that building, diagonal from here. We're approaching 2nd Avenue. East 42nd Street and 2nd Avenue. 2nd Avenue going southbound and northbound. .03 p.m. and according to that infomercial, 63 degrees right now, and according to the bus stop in front of us, 64. Still about 15 degrees Celsius. So useful information at the bus stop. This is M42 bus stop. M42, of course, you know, route is 42nd Street, east to west and west to east. That's, by the way, Pfizer World Headquarters. So those of you who have a little bit of Pfizer in your body right now, they can say hi to Pfizer World Headquarters. Hey, Aaron says I don't see any snow in New York City. Yeah, that's impossible. It's 15 degrees Celsius right now. We are on East 42nd Street, between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Ristorante Bar Pizzeria Osteria Laguna, it's called. Only a few customers inside, but it looks pretty nice. The Mighty Bull is back. Good evening and welcome. Greetings, how are you this evening? Hope all is well. Yes, thank you. Hope all is well with you as well. This is 3rd Avenue and East 42nd Street. 2 avenue blocks from here is Bryant Park. 1 avenue block from here on our right hand side would be Grand Central Terminal. Hakeem, good morning to you and good evening to us. Third Avenue, southbound and northbound. Hey Joseph, good evening. Don't forget to give us a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you. Hit that bell with notifications and you will always be notified. Billy Boy saying good evening to you too. Looks nice, it is, and the weather is fantastic too. M103 bus goes uptown. See, 3rd Avenue is northbound one way, and the next avenue will be southbound. It's 7:08 p.m. in New York. This is 42nd Street. 42nd Street. Mighty Bull says watching, listening, and thinking. Hey Joss. We're approaching Lexington. Lexington Avenue, Midtown Manhattan, Lexington and East 42nd. A.O. Otkir John. Hi. Welcome. that beautiful new skyscraper summit at One Vanderbilt is right there, and Grand Central is in front of us, a few steps away. We're crossing Lexington Avenue southbound and northbound. One of the subway entrances, a lot of them here. It's a nice older architecture. This is 42nd Street, New York City. Entrance to Grand Central is there in front of us. Not sure if it's still closed, but most hotels are open right now. Is that the guy who I think he is? Because let's see, we're walking in that direction. Grand Central Terminal entrance. No, it's another guy. We're crossing Park Avenue going south. Nice guys from Iran. Hi.
Den perfekten Vibe hatte und einfach in der Last.
Yeah, Grand Central is definitely great. We're on 42nd Street and we're standing by Grand Central. So usually the best view is across the street, but we will look up right now and we will show you Grand Central facade, which is beautiful, and Chrysler building right there. Hey Norman, hi. This is the facade of Grand Central Terminal. And this one is Summit One Vanderbilt with an observation deck on top made out of glass and mirrors. That blue one right there. Thank you, Norman. This is the area in front of One Vanderbilt, and let's take a look a little bit. nice around here when it's warm. We actually answering Roy. We have a video. We didn't stream, but we recorded the video from there. And if you search our channel and you just put Summit or Summit 1, you should be able to see that video. It's about 15, 16 Celsius, 67, 65 Fahrenheit right now. Yeah, it's a fantastic view, especially at night when you can see Empire State Building and everything else around. That the view is awesome, just awesome. If you want to look up that video, you will not be disappointed. This is Warrenbelt Avenue and East 43rd, and that is the side of Grand Central Terminal. Our commands are disabled, so unfortunately won't be able to get the weather like that, because we disabled them because they just didn't want to work, and we disabled the commands for now. All the way up. Welcome everyone. More and more people are watching us. Welcome. If you found us but not subscribed yet, we welcome you to subscribe to our channel. This way you'll never miss our spot, our stream, our videos, our posts, anything, you will be notified. And thank you for all of your support. Thank you for sharing these videos. Thank you for your likes. Don't forget to give us the likes. If you like what you see, and we hope you do. How can you not like it? It's live from New York City, Sunday night. Another entrance to Grand Central Terminal, which is from Summit at One Vanderbilt. Escalators down. And we are about to cross Madison Avenue. Thank you, Joseph. New York City, 64 Fahrenheit, 18 Celsius. Almost no humidity, and wind is 10 miles per hour, which is very insufficient. We are at Madison Avenue and East 42nd Street. We welcome all of you to the stream. We're streaming live from New York City, and we are on our way to Bryant Park and maybe Times Square. We'll see, we'll see. As we cross East 42nd Street, let's take a look at Chrysler Building and Grand Central. And another nice view. The building on the right is reflecting onto the building on the left. 42nd Street, probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous street in New York City. Welcome everyone to the stream, and welcome to New York City. Local time is 7:20. We started our walk today on Upper East Side at Bloomingdale's, by Bloomingdale's, and we explored thoroughly new Bloomingdale shopping windows for about 20-25 minutes. That was so awesome. Then we walked through Bloomingdale's and then down 3rd and 2nd Avenue and 1st Avenue to 42nd Street. We took a look at the United Nations building on our way here, and now we're walking on 42nd Street. So basically you're getting a chance to see 42nd Street from east to, if not completely to west, but majority of it you will see. You're hungry? Not a pizzeria? New York pizza.
Oh, it's good.
Fifth Avenue, New York Public Library, main building, with a moon above it. From this angle we can see the whole building. Yeah, scaffoldings are like, it's a definition of New York, scaffoldings. Empire State Building as well, we see the peak and kind of like a little bit of it, but doesn't look like it's as colorful as it used to be a few days ago, but maybe it will change. Crossing Fifth Avenue. Now let's take a look back at Summit and the Chrysler building from here. Different angle, different look, different view. And Grand Central there somewhere in the middle down there. Thank you, Joseph. This building was built in 1903, or should we say it was open in 1903. It took years to build it. It has a storage that is located underneath Bryant Park, underneath that area where skating rink is right now, but or the lawn in the summer. And down there is a huge storage, book storage. Subway, Fifth Avenue, Bryant Park. B, D, F, M, and 7 lines. One of the entrances, the other one is at the corner of Bryant Park. We will mute our microphone for a moment. We're not gonna let anyone to jeopardize our stream. Hey Frank, hi and welcome. Welcome everyone, we're approaching Bryant Park. We are on 42nd Street. Magnificent 42nd Street in New York City. Bryant Park is to our right. And we came from there. That's eastbound 42nd Street. Hey Nicholas, pleasant good night to you too. And that's westbound 42nd. And that's the ice cream truck playing tunes. Norman said my favorite park. We're going to look around Bryant Park a little because we hear a lot of music. I think the rink is still there. We will replace their music with ours, but let's take a walk through Bryant Park. None found. Welcome to the stream. A lot of people out tonight, enjoying the weather, of course. We're going to approach the rink now, and they play fantastic music, but unfortunately it's all copyrighted, so we will replace it with ours. And we'll be there for like 5, maybe 7 minutes or so. And we're back. Hey Joanne, good evening, good evening. Not found New York is a very special place, but the people over there are beautiful. People having calming views, and I like that blue flooring. Yeah, the whole thing is awesome, but looks like they actually started to disassemble Winter Village slowly but surely. We're crossing 6th Avenue, Avenue of the Americas. So 6th Avenue straight down is Macy's. Few blocks down, this is 41st Street, Macy's is 34. Short Avenue block, short walk. It's only about, what, 6-7 street blocks. We are on West 41st Street and we are walking toward Times Square, which is 1 avenue block away. You see the lights in the background, and this is Times Square. Hey Miguel, hi. Falcon, hi. Falcon says used to work in that Whole Foods. Was that the live music? Oh no, let's see. Nice, but he only using one. He's using drums. He's drumming, but actually the music is playing and no band. So he's playing ready to go music, and he's using drums. So it's pretty cool, but it's not totally live music, and it's pure form. It's like stealing someone's music to capitalize on that, and this is what YouTube thinks we're doing. If we're getting any closer to it, they might even detect that one as copyrighted music. We will have to deal with that later. But it's actually what the guy does. He doesn't even sing. It's a music he's playing. He's just using the drums, but he's not playing. He's not singing. So it's a good tune, but all he does is drumming. This is why we did not honor him with our presence, because that was not a pure form of street music. I was just stealing someone else's music, basically. I mean, in a good way, stealing, of course, but it's just making a lot of noise with the drums over recordings. Welcome everyone, welcome. More and more people are watching us as we are approaching Times Square. Who wants to take a look at Times Square on Sunday night? Why not? 7:37 is time in New York City. It's unseasonably warm. We are approaching Broadway and West 41st Street. 41st, we're gonna make a right and go to 42nd where Times Square begins. of people. Should be a lot of people in Times Square today. Hey, James Lee. One of the subway entrances, Times Square 42nd Street Station. And we are entering 42nd Street and Times Square. Lots of people, lots of noise.
Live camera show, guys.
This is intersection of 42nd Street and Broadway. And we know that block. Between 7th and 8th Avenue. We walked there the other day when we were exploring Broadway District, Broadway Theater District. And now we're in Times Square. Welcome to Times Square. Live walking Times Square, New York City. 7:39 is time in New York. Lots of noise. We see the group of entertainers doing their thing. Today is a perfect weather for that and perfect day of the week too. So they collect a lot of tourists and collect a lot of tips. We know what they do by heart. And that's fun for those who've never been to Times Square and don't know what it looks like. Because they show some acrobatics and some gymnastics and they're very cool. They make jokes, sometimes inappropriate. Sometimes very inappropriate, but I guess that's what they do. That's Elmo's and Mickey Mouse working here, and more entertainers. It does feel like spring. That's another group of entertainers, same as that first one, doing exactly the same thing. Some genius designed this show. It only takes 10-15 minutes, but it is very good, entertaining, money-making, and we looked and we saw that many times before. They end the show with jumping over people, and that's cool. It's very spectacular. The number of people here in Times Square is definitely times more than before. And we can only expect it to increase when it gets warmer.
These bitch ass pigs charge 1 cent. I'm fucking dead. I fucking spit check.
You heard some elements passing by. It's a part of New York. Let's just take a look at Times Square for 1 second. In this direction. Just to people watch a little bit. Norman says a lot. Times Square. Yeah, Times Square is something. Like they say, you can love New York or hate New York. Same with Times Square. So I know a lot of New Yorkers hate Times Square because they think it's just a bunch of people and crazy nonsense. But it's really energy that's here. This is ABC Studios here, and we can read some news here as well while we're standing. Let's not bore you and continue walking. We see people with Ukrainian flag. There's a lot of them been here in Times Square lately protesting against the war in Ukraine. There's one right there. Thank you so much, 777, for your support. Thank you very much. There's even more people down there in that direction. Let's take a look. Very noisy Times Square full of people. There's a fire truck. This is what used to be Toys R Us. One and only with Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round, whatever you call it, Ferris wheel, indoors. That's the history now. Our gimbal got emotional. Our gimbal likes New York City as well. Sometimes it gets too sentimental. This is 7th Avenue. So many people, it's insane. Welcome everyone to the stream. In case if you just joined in recently, we welcome you to the channel if you just discovered us. And we welcome you to subscribe with all notifications. Please subscribe with all notifications. Hit that bell and you will never miss our stream again. Welcome, welcome. A lot of fire trucks are passing through the area. Somewhere something is happening. And look at these crowds, and they just don't. Yeah, they're not letting fire trucks in. That might be Ukrainian, the protest against the war in Ukraine. There's a lot of people, and with the Ukrainian the same exact show. These guys are good, really. They show acrobatics, like very high level acrobatics. They're moving toward the area where they usually have protests lately, Ukrainian war, protests against the war in Ukraine, but we see they actually, oh, that's interesting. There's a statue there, and they attached Ukrainian flag to that statue. That is very, very good solution. Not sure if they have any protest now. It's just a flag, but we will take a look, closer look. Or is it the fourth group of entertainers doing the same? Yeah, it's the fourth one. Yeah, they're capitalizing today big time. This is the best part of their show, actually, when they show all the acrobatics. So, perfect timing. But yes, that is super acrobatic, really. Now look, want to take a look at this, because this spot became a place for the protest. And those bicycles are just super loud. Now this deserves your attention. Yes, our signal was a little bit unstable, but hopefully now it is back to normal. You can see this is the place of a protest against the war in Ukraine. Yeah, it's horrible what's happening there. Joseph, hi. Al and all my sister-in-law lives in Kiev. She is doing okay. Hope she is. Hope they're safe and hiding from all these horrible things that's happening in the air and on the ground. Safe and sound, hopefully. See, we found ourselves in the middle of the protest. It's not as loud and massive as it is sometimes during the week or in the evenings, but still looks like it is constant now. And this is something that we are not going to read, but you can see that. Yeah, we all hope they will be fine, but what's going on right now all over the country is beyond horrible. This is New York City, melting pot of everything and anything. No, the stairs are closed, probably because of the protest, probably. Because usually a lot of people here, but nobody minds. It's a good cause. We are in New York City, local time, 7:59, almost 8 p.m. already. We're streaming for 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Now listen up, the average donation to a show like this is usually $20. If you don't have $20, give us 2 cents. If you don't have 2 cents, give us 4 or 5. If you don't have 4 or 5, people get a job behind. Now listen up, we are going to come out and collect the show.
Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like if you're not subscribed yet, and if you didn't give us a like yet. The more likes, the more people will see our stream. And also, we love our subscribers, and if you subscribe, you will get notifications every time we're streaming and every time we posting our videos. So we welcome you to the channel, Live Walk in NYC. We're working live for you. Now we're here in the middle of New York City, in the middle of the soul in Times Square. Thousands of people are here, and it's very mild and warm, unseasonably warm. To give you an idea where we are, if we walk up this way, we will end up in Columbus Circle very soon, and if we walk down there, we will see Macy's at 34th Street, and now we are on 46th Street. Midtown West is to our left, and Midtown East is to our right. They're doing the same routine, all of them. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're streaming from packed Times Square. A lot of noise and a lot of people. This can be overwhelming if you're not used to it. Yeah, a lot of smoke, and we don't smell cigarettes, we smell other things. Welcome everyone. We are in Times Square, New York City, streaming live, showing you what's going on here in Midtown. Our channel is called Live Walking NYC because we're live walking New York City. We hope you're enjoying what we're showing you, and thank you so much for watching. And if you just discovered our channel, go ahead and subscribe with all notifications, hit that bell, and be notified when we are streaming and posting videos. Norman says, these days I think I like it better watching it on computer. Yeah, larger screen, definitely. Oh, you mean watching the news or watching our streams? So a lot of people watch us on TV screens as well, and hopefully our signal allows us to stream in high definition. This looks awesome on TV. All these colors, all these crowds. Let's look at Times Square northbound from West 44th Street. Chance Markham, hi, welcome everyone who's watching us, and welcome our old subscribers and new subscribers. Always nice to see old faces, familiar faces, and new faces. We have a great community here, and we have great chat here as well. Daisy, good evening to you too. Those are postcards, but when you open them, this is what happens. We will be right back with the sound. Yeah, we just needed to mute it to avoid copyright again, but with that, this is the busiest we saw Times Square ever. One of the busiest, probably. Not counting New Year's Eves, of course. I think we have a pretty good walk. We're live for almost 2.5 hours. We started on Upper East Side. We saw Bloomingdale's windows. We walked downtown toward Times Square. We're in Times Square. We enjoyed Times Square. Of course, we stopped by at Bryant Park. We walked on 42nd Street from the very east end of it to Times Square. So you saw probably 2/3 of the length of 42nd Street or so. Maybe a good half City is back to normal, yes, and sometimes it's a little too much of a new normal, but city is back for sure. Local time in New York, 8:10 p.m. We just left Times Square. We're still on 42nd Street. Jeannie Bell, hi all you beautiful people. Love from Liverpool, England. Hey, Liverpool, the land of the Beatles. And a pretty awesome football team, just to name a few. But that's probably what Liverpool is famous for, if you know what comes to mind first. Good late evening, Jeannie. What time in Liverpool? If it's 8 p.m. now, it's probably 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning. Thank you for watching. This is West 42nd Street, westbound. We're waiting for lights to cross the street, and we will walk down a little bit more as we planned originally. See, we did not plan anything in advance. We just set the direction and we zigzagged. Enjoyed the weather, enjoyed the city, still enjoying it. That's a candy bus, as we call it, because they sell candy of sorts. And we're still walking in the southern direction. Foxjack, hi, welcome back. It's now after 1 a.m. in Liverpool. 5 hours differential. Andy, yes, thanks for your suggestion, but perhaps a cookie, but a different kind of cookie, and a little bit later. But not that kind of cookie. That's not what I meant. I meant a totally different kind of cookie. We don't play this game. We are on Broadway, crossing West 41st Street, and Grand Central is to our left, a block over. We are drifting toward Macy's, which is on 34th Street, and Herald Square. No, I meant Pepperidge Farm, of course. Pepperidge Farm cookies. A lot of different copyrighted noise around here. And here is where the Passage used to be last month. Remember those circles, 25 or 26 circles of light with the walkway? It was right here. And Santa Con was right here, and a lot of other things are being installed here throughout the year. So hopefully the next time we will see something else here. And Y says, enjoy your cookie. Yes, I will. Eventually, when we're done with the stream. Jeannie says, NY is amazing. New York is amazing. Awesome weather today. Hopefully spring is coming, and this is just you know, the preview today. It's very pleasant. It was 70 degrees, a little over 70 during the day here, and it's like pretty awesome warm air, and a lot of people are out. It's Sunday night, it's a day off. Pineapple Water, thank you so much for your support, as always. Hi El, thank you. Please say a prayer for the people of Ukraine and all of the suffering of them and thousands of dogs and animals. Yes, we just hope that what's going on there, and we know what's going on from the news sources, different news sources. We get information from BBC, from Sky News, from France 24 here, from Deutsche Welle, from German channel, from our American stations. What's going on right now is beyond horrible, and certain cities are no longer looking like cities, and those are big cities at all. They just completely destroyed, or almost completely destroyed, and this thing is happening and continues happening. People have no... It's a humanitarian catastrophe, like they call it. People don't have anything at all that they need to maintain their even basic existence, and they even losing their shelters because they are being constantly destroyed. And this is all horrible, and this is why we all hope and pray that people in Ukraine, as well as all their dogs and cats and other animals, and by the way, when they're hiding in the shelters with them. They don't leave them unattended. They don't leave them to die and get killed during the bombardments and all kinds of shootings and shellings and airstrikes. They hiding, taking their pets with them, so they hope to return and live a normal, more or less normal, as much as it possible life, and they certainly hope that their pets will be with them as well. And Y says, yes, so very sad. Yes, it is. It is. At 8 p.m. the temperature is 66 Fahrenheit, which is 15 degrees Celsius, as we can see here. And local buses also lets us know. A lot of terminals around the city like that is giving a sense of when the next bus or next train around here is coming, so it's easier for people to navigate. This is West 37th Street and Broadway, 2 blocks away from Herald Square from Macy's. Welcome everyone to the stream. We are streaming live for you from New York City. We're streaming for 2 hours and 37 minutes. And we've been enjoying the weather this beautiful evening and different places in New York City, Upper East Side, Midtown. And we want to thank you for all of your support, for your subscriptions. We welcome our new subscribers and our old subscribers equally. And we thank you so much for all of your support, your donations, your super chats, your super stickers, your memberships, as well as your Cash Apps, Venmos, and Ko-Fis. Thank you. Shake Shack is, a lot of people think Shake Shack is best fast food in New York City. Perhaps one of the best, for sure. Milkshakes. If you ever get a milkshake at Shake Shack, order it to be malted. It will enhance the flavor and you will just enjoy it more. Crossing West 36th Street. Another candy bus. And when we look up, we see Empire State Building as we approach Herald Square. Yes, Empire State Building today is plain color, but most of the days it is lit. For example, not so long ago it was in showing blue and yellow colors in support of Ukraine as well. This is Broadway and West 35th Street. Joseph says, "Yeah, Shake Shack is too much salt in their food." Perhaps, but you know, we personally don't go there often. But when we do, occasionally, everything is good in moderation. Some people eat fast food every day, sometimes twice a day. That is not recommended at all. This is Herald Square. And Macy's. Compared Bloomingdale's windows to Macy's windows. In all honesty, Macy's windows sometimes are also more animated, so to speak, but right now, maybe the simplicity is the key here specifically, and not purposely. These windows are dedicated to Black History Month, which was February actually, and now we are in March, so we can expect that these windows will be redesigned soon. We're standing in front of the world's largest store as Macy's positions itself in Herald Square. And it's called Herald Square after the name of the newspaper that used to be New York Herald. And we've been here before, and top of the hour this sculpture starts moving, and those two workers hitting the bell with their hammers the number of times accordingly. For instance, if it's 6 p.m. or 6 a.m., it will be 6 times. This is Macy's. We all remember Macy's around Christmas. Tiptoe and windows, animated windows with a positive message to the children.
Mirá lo que es ese Macy, loco. Este es el famoso. De acá salen todos las carrozas, todo eso, ¿no?
It is famoso. One of the spots in New York City that is in every book for tourists to visit. Plus, it's a walking distance from Times Square, so why not? We are on West 34th Street and Broadway. Another major shopping area here on 34th Street. Let's take a look at Macy's from here. Yes, we saw a super chat from 777 and we saw a super chat from Pineapple Water. Thank you 777 again, and thank you Pineapple Water. Yes, I did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Earlier today, yes, we did. And we saw that, and thank you for that very much. It is showing in our chat when we scroll back. It is showing. So, thank you so much for that. And Pineapple Water, thank you so much as well. This is Broadway and 6th Avenue neck to neck here, and let's see. Do we have some energy to continue our walk? Probably. Do we have battery? Probably. Let's see what else we can do. Jeannie, good night. We will see you later. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're streaming live from New York City. We are in Hell Square and 34th Street. This is 34th Street and Macy's right there. Speaking of bicycles and taxis. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Local time in New York is 8:30 p.m. Over 200 people are watching us today. That's awesome. Thank you all for watching.
Signed up for
We've been streaming for almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 49 minutes. We came from Upper East Side, Bloomingdale's, through Bryant Park and Times Square to Herald Square. We enjoyed the weather and we enjoyed the scenery. Hey, Sydney. I think we're about to end our stream for tonight, but before we do, as always, traditionally we want to thank you so much, all of you, our old subscribers and new subscribers, for watching. We also want to remind you that giving us a like is not too late yet, and if you're not subscribed yet, just before you're done for tonight, just hit that bell with all notifications and you will never miss our streams again and videos. Also, as usual, we want to mention that we don't have a permanent schedule, but if you subscribe, you will never be left behind. You will be in the loop. You will always know when we're streaming. We want to thank you so much again for all of your kind support and donations. Sydney from the Philippines. JL. Hi. And it's a Sunday night in New York City, local time 8:32. Those on the East Coast and in the US, and around these time zones, we want to wish a fantastic rest of the day and successful next week and productive. Stay happy, stay healthy. For those who are 10 to 12 time zones ahead of us, or even a little bit less, 5 to 6, happy Monday, and we will see you next time. Stay happy, stay healthy, and let our next stream be a pleasant surprise for you when you subscribe. We will see you later. We will see you soon. And goodbye, everyone.